Well, good afternoon, Tiger sports fans. This afternoon here on LC Tiger Sports Live, it's boys baseball, an NWO Classic. The Archbold Blue Streaks come to town to take on our Liberty Center Tigers. NWOAL implications as well as overall records, with Archbold sitting on top of the NWOAL and Liberty Center on a hot streak, looking to take that away from them. I'm your host, Mark the Captain Bly, and on the techie side, it's just me and you, Boom Boom. He's nodding his head because he doesn't talk on the air. Maybe next year. But we're going to try something a little different now. We're gonna give you the same experience as fans have if you're sitting in the stands tonight. So I'm going to fill in the gaps, but we're going to mainly go off of the public address announcer and try to see what this experience looks like for you viewers. And would like your feedback on that. But we'll be back with the national anthem and the player introductions right after this.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Liberty Center High School and B.A. Miller Field for today's NWAL baseball matchup between the visiting Archbold Blue Streaks and your Liberty Center Tigers. Archbold High School and Liberty Center High School are members of the Ohio High School Athletic Association and abide by high standards of conduct, competition, and relations with member schools. While the action on the field today may be fierce, all attendants are reminded that this is a game between young adults and that sporting behavior is expected. The umpires assigned to today's game have been done so according to the standards adopted by the Ohio High School Athletic Association. Today's umpires are Scott Stantz and Mark Cruzo. These gentlemen are providing a necessary part of today's game, and all are reminded to treat them with respect. And now let's meet our teams. First, the visitors for the Archbold Blue Streaks. Leading off, playing center field, number 15, Jack Hurst. Batting second base. Fifth, the catcher, number 4, Jeff Vaughn. Batting sixth, the first baseman, number 42, Mason Siegel. Batting seventh, the designated hitter, number 1, Braden Piercefield. Batting eighth, the right fielder, number 2, Josiah Gomez. Batting ninth, the left fielder, number 13, Anthony Williams. And on the mound for the Blue Streaks, number 12, Zach Short. And now, let's meet the starters for your Liberty Center Tigers. Leading off and behind the dish, number 4, Tyler Lay. Batting second, the shortstop, number 2, Landon Cruz. Batting third and on the mound for the Orange and Black, number 1, Landon Amstutz. Batting cleanup and playing right field, number 11, Brooks Bainfeld. Batting fifth, the designated hitter, number 6, Zach Weaver. Batting sixth and playing second base, number 8, Will Fitz. Batting eighth, the center fielder, number 3, Aiden Talent. And batting ninth, the left fielder, number 18, Ethan Gray. Playing first base for the Tigers is number 14, Mason Smith. Ladies and gentlemen, we live in a country with liberties and freedoms like none other. To honor America, we ask that you please rise for the playing of our national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner. Good luck to both teams.
All right, there you have the starting lineups and the national anthem out of the way. Liberty Center coming off a number of wins in the last couple weeks. They hold a record of 9-5. And again, they're playing the Archbold Blue Streaks. And not only is it NWOAL oriented, but it's just kind of a good old rivalry between the Archbold Blue Streaks and the Tigers here. So just about to get underway here. Landon Amstutz is going to be on the mound for the Tigers. And top of the first, just about ready to get underway. Is
For the Blue Streaks, number 15, Jack Hurst.
Jack Hurst up for the Blue Streaks here as we are underway. First pitch, 5-0. 3. And an opening home run for Jack Hurst on pitch number 2. Takes it over the 325 sign. And that did not look like it was well hit, but boy, did it carry in the wind, giving it a ride out there as the wind's blowing straight away onto left field.
Now batting number 6, Stephen Diller.
Now Diller up for the Blue Streaks. And the count go 2-0. And that's a sharp single between short and third there for Diller. So Archbold now with
Next up, number 7, Jaden.
first 2 batters on here in the top of the first. And this will be Seiler, number 7, for the Blue Streaks, the shortstop. That's a long, and again, that was a well-hit ball, but carried a long distance in this wind. And Ethan Gray on the warning track out by the 325 marker pulls it in for out number one in the Tigers. And they hold the runner on to first base. And now Burrows, number 24 for the Blue Streaks. And the runner for Archbold moves up on the aired catch there. And foul ball over the right field dugout. So the count is 2 balls and 1 strike here. Still in the top of the first with 1 out. Now Amstutz evens the call at 2-2. Mason Smith over by the dugout. Well, when he made the catch over the fence on the visitors' dugout side. Again, big wind-aided catch. What a great play by Mason Smith at first base. So now Bond, number 4, up for the Archbold Blue Streaks. And strike 1 called on the low fastball. And again, you are hearing the crowd noise as we're trying to bring in as much as we can with the field experience here today. And just inside with a breaking ball. Evens the count at 1-1. Pitch fouled off. So now 1 ball, 2 strikes here, 2 down, and a runner on second base. That would be Diller, the number 2 hitter for the Blue Streaks. Liberty Center's defense is Mason Smith at first, Will Fitzenreiter at second, Landon Cruz at short, and Landon Smith at third. Ethan Gray, Aiden Talent, and Brooks Bainfelt round out the outfield with Tyler Lay behind the plate. Woo. Curveball just outside. And that one is fouled off. Count still at 2-2 here. 2 outs in the top of the first. And Bond shoots it up between short and third. And that will score Diller from second base for Archbold's second run here in the inning. Still 2 outs. And a runner on first. That would be Bond. And Mason Smith brings it in for out number 3. So Archbold gets 2 runs on 2 hits, and that one being the opening leadoff home run by Jack Hurst for the Blue Streaks. So we'll go to the bottom of the first inning here. Archbold leads 2-0. All right, coming up for the Tigers in the bottom of the first, Tyler Lay, the catcher, will bat first. Landon Cruz, the shortstop, will bat second. Landon Amstutz, the pitcher, will bat third, and cleanup is Brooks Bainfelt, the right fielder. Once again, Tyler Lay will lead off for the Tigers here. And first pitch is low and outside for ball 1. That second pitch is outside. And Zach Short on the mound for the Blue Streaks. Right down the middle for strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike here. Ooh, on the outside. So evens the count at 2-2 here. And he fights that one off. And that's a nice pitch that he fought off. Good curveball by Short. And Tyler Lay fights that off with a foul ball. That's going to be tough in the wind. Second baseman chasing it out. Diller with a great play to go deep in the right field, or shallow, I guess, depending on which way you're coming in. Makes a great over-the-shoulder catch for out number 1. All right, next up is Landon Cruz, the shortstop for Liberty Center. He'll take strike one on the outside corner. Short sets and delivers. Ooh, just on the outside corner for a strike. So now 0-2 here to Landon Cruz. And Cruz has to fight that one off. And Bond with a great play, but in this win, a tough catch, and it falls to the ground. So Landon Cruz will live to fight another day here with an 0-2 count and one out for the Tigers. And a swing and a miss for strike three. So Short gets a strikeout for out number two. That was a good pitch, wasn't it, Boom Boom? Yeah, it was, Mark. Okay, thanks. We gotta get Boom. We can tape a collection to get Boom Boom to talk on the air here. Well, Landon Cruz now up with two outs for the Tigers, and inside to pass the catcher. Curve just misses outside. Now 2 balls, no strikes for Landon Amstutz. And he fouls that one off for strike one. Short working that outside of the plate. He's got that curveball just inside enough for a strike here, so the batters are having to fight that off. He'll deliver again, a big curveball. So now 2 balls, 2 strikes here, 2 outs for the Tigers. Ooh, just missed everything. The infielders were heading into the dugout. So now the count is full here. And Amstutz fouls that pitch off. And that'll be inside for a walk. So Landon Amstutz reaches first base on a walk here with 2 down in the first inning. Our Liberty Center Lady Tigers are on the road at Northwood, and we'll try to keep you updated with that. And pitch 1 here. It's a 5:30 start for our Liberty Center Lady Tigers. So when we get updates, we'll get them to you here. That's a long shot. Bainfield, and it's over his head. Amstutz rounding third. He's going to come home. Bainfield at second base. And they got Amstutz at the plate. Wow, what a throw from the left fielder. Great relay by the shortstop. And Amstutz is thrown out at home. Bainfield with a long shot landed on the warning track out by the 325 marker. But a great recovery by the left fielder and a heck of a throw from the relay for the Blue Streaks. And they'll pick up the third out at home as Amstutz is caught. So we'll go to the second inning here. So Liberty Center with 1 hit, and that would be Bainfield. And 1 runner left on base, and we'll go to the second inning here. Yeah. All right, Piercefield,
Top of the second inning for the Blue Streaks. Number one, Ronan Piercefield.
Piercefield, number 1, the designated hitter for the Blue Streaks. And first pitch is up high for ball 1. And that'll be a pop-up. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the first batter in the top of the second inning for the Blue Streaks. They lead 2-0. That one's fouled off also, so 1 ball, 2 strikes here. Yep, Amstutz sets and delivers. Curveball, and he dials him up for strike 3. What a nice curveball from Amstutz. And he picks up the first batter, is a nice strikeout. And now Gomez, the right fielder, up for the Blue Streaks. And that'll be up high for ball 1. And Amstutz delivers. And that's shot up over the second baseman's head. So a single for the Blue Streaks. That was Gomez, the right fielder. So the Blue Streaks now with batter number 2 on first base and 1 out. And to the plate is Williams, the left fielder, who made that great play out there to get the ball in quickly after Bainfield hit the warning track on the fly. So just low for ball 1. And Gomez down at first base for the Blue Streaks. And just foul where nobody can get to it over on the third base side. Getting the wind playing a little havoc here for the fielders. Okay, now so 1-1 with 1 out here in the top of the second. Amstutz checks the runner first. Gomez with a decent lead. And they got him in a rundown. And Gomez tries to knock the ball out. And he's out, and he may have gotten tossed. Yep. They're going to eject Gomez for a shoulder. And I don't know that is a bad call by the umpire. He tried to knock the ball loose and threw an elbow. So they're going to eject him. So Gomez, the right fielder, has been ejected for the Blue Streaks. So umpires adjusting their books, and they'll have to replace that individual. We'll have that in just a moment. But, yep, that was Gomez caught in the rundown. And the umpire feels a little too aggressive with the elbow, trying to knock the ball loose. So that'll be out number 2 here. And again, Williams, the left fielder's at the plate with a count of 1-1. Now with 2 outs here, and the base is empty for the Blue Streaks. So getting all the paperwork done here. And Williams will take the plate again, 1-1 here with 2 outs now for the Blue Streaks. And a swing and a miss with a nice pitch inside by Amstutz. So now 1 ball, 2 strikes here. And foul tip caught by Tyler Lay, and that'll be out number 3 here for the Blue Streaks. As coming up in the inning for the Tigers will be Zach Weaver, the designated hitter, Landon Smith, the third baseman, and Will Fitzenrider.
Leading off the bottom of the second inning for the Tigers, number 6, Zach Weaver.
So Zach Weaver comes to the plate for the Tigers. And Zach Weaver takes first pitch inside. Oh, hit him. Umpire says it nicked him. So he'll go to first on a hit by pitch.
Now batting number 8, Will Fitzenrider.
Nope. Fitzenrider comes to the plate here for the Tigers with Zach Weaver, the designated hitter, on first base. Fastball inside for a strike. And Fitzenrider fouls that off over the visitors' dugout. Ooh, big curveball. And he's going to get Fitzenrider. And for out number 1 here, Landon Smith now the and short steps off here, so everybody will reset. Landon Smith takes a cut to no avail, so strike 1. Still 1 out here in the bottom of the second. And that pitch is high. Evens the count at 1-1. And a big breaking ball. That's a batter's out as run at first base is occupied. So that's 2 outs here as Short dials up another batter. So Aiden Talent now to the plate, the center fielder. And fastball right down the middle for strike number 1. Got him. Oh, my goodness. Everybody's moving. And everybody but the umpire thought it was, and that's the only guy that counts. So the batter took off. All the players took off. Boom, boom. You were switching innings, weren't you? And I think the umpire is going to get a little irritated at Archbold running off the field there. Short delivers and is fouled off. That was a tough one to fight off as Talent was fighting to stay alive here. So the count's even at 2-2 with 2 outs here in the second inning. So all 2s here. Archbold up 2-0. And not really sure what happened there, but a short pop-up. Catcher couldn't get to it. Kind of sounded like a dead spot on the bat or something. So now Short sets here. And again, Weaver at first base with 2 outs. And he strikes out the side here. Bottom of the second, Liberty Center. 1 runner on. No hits and 3 strikeouts for Short. So we'll go to the third inning here. With Archbold leading 2-0.
Blue Streaks number 15, Jack Hurst.
All right. Liberty Center now. Hurst in the first inning hit a bomb over the 325 on the second pitch of the game. So he'll lead off and starts out with a strike one. Strike up high, swinging miss. So 0 balls, 2 strikes here. Amstutz with 31 pitches so far here. And another foul, so count stays the same. Outside, her Liberty Center Lady Tigers at the Northwood Rangers pick up a run on the top of the first. They lead 1-0 going into the bottom. And nice mix there by Amstutz. A couple of outside pitches, trying to get Hurst to chase. He does not, so its count is even at 2-2. And that's fouled off. Hurst playing center field for the Blue Streaks. This is a huge pop-up, and the wind's going to play havoc, and Landon Smith playing the wind makes a acrobatic catch there at third base, and I think that ball blew back in fair. So Hurst with a huge pop-up, and Landon Smith with a acrobatic catch in the wind, and Diller now is up for the Blue Streaks. And you can hear the wind on our field mic out there, and we've even got a windscreen on it. So, shot down the left field side. Gray comes over to play it. He has trouble handling it, and Diller will go to second base as Ethan Gray had trouble handling it on the bounce. And Diller with a double to the left field, near the left field line there. So Seiler now, number 7, the shortstop, will come up to the plate. And a casual throw out to second base there. Amstutz delivers, and that's going to be shot to right field, and that'll be Bainfeld out there. He picks it up, and Diller beats the throw to third. So he moves up with 2 outs here. Archbold with a runner on second base and 2 outs. And Burrows now, the third baseman, comes up. And this was the catch, the nice catch over the fence there that Mason Smith made. First pitch is a strike on the outside corner. Wow. Bainfeld makes a sliding catch out there in right field as Burrows hits it sharp, but Bainfeld all over it there. So leave 1 runner on the base, a double by Diller, and Liberty Center will come to bat in the bottom of the third. behind 2-0. You know, if you're out there watching, check our schedule. We've got tournaments coming up. I know our Lady Tigers are scheduled for the 10th to take on the Bloomfield East. Was it Elmwood Royals? Yeah, I know what it was, but I keep wanting to say Eastwood, but it is the Elmwood Royals, and that'll be a 5 o'clock start. We'll have that live for you here on Tiger Sports Live. Check our schedule. And as we get the boys tournament scheduled, should there be a home game, we'll probably have that game for you also. And again, stay tuned on our Facebook and our YouTube channel at LC Tiger Sports Live. And subscribe while you're out there, and you'll get all of our editions and ads and such. We're also loading our archives, and you'll see now 96, 97, and 98 football. We're getting ready to load basketball and some of our softball and baseball from the past. So stay with us on lctigersportslive.com. And Ethan Gray, the left fielder now, the number 9 hitter for Liberty Center, comes to the plate here in the bottom of the third. Fakes a bunt, takes a strike one. Gray takes a fastball outside and evens the count at 1. And fastball right down the middle for strike 2. So 1-2 to Ethan Gray. Yeah, big curveball for another strike. So I believe that's strikeout number 4.
Batting now, number 4, Tyler Lay.
Yep, 5 strikeouts for Short. All right, number 1 hitter for Liberty Center, Tyler Lay, the catcher. And the big curveball. So Short's got that curve working for him right now, and Liberty Center having trouble handling it. And that'll bounce away. Liberty Center with only 1 hit. Archbold with 2 runs on 5 hits, no errors. And fastball right down the middle. Tyler Lay with a big cut. So that'll go to 1 ball, 2 strikes here. Throws that curveball, tries to get the outside corner, but misses. So evens the count at 2. And Tyler Lay fouls that off. And again, a foul off, the big curveball again. And Short using that as a pretty consistent weapon here in the first 3 innings. Chops that up. It's going to be, nope, caught by the first baseman. So Siegel catches that.
Next up for the Tigers, number 2, Landon Cruz.
And as we said earlier in the first, Gomez was ejected for a little overzealous rundown play, and Basic, B-A-C-I-K, is in right field for the Blue Streaks. Landon Cruz, the shortstop now, here batting third. third batter in the inning, batting second in the lineup. Takes a strike. Yeah, fastball up high. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, the first pitch was a ball, so it's 2-0. Did I mess you up? Boom, boom. Don't listen to me. 3-0 now to Landon Cruz. He struck out in the first inning. And that'll be a 4-pitch walk for short. And Landon Amstutz, the pitcher, now comes to the plate for the Tigers. And he's going to get it on the inside corner. Strike number 1. Landon Cruz with a cautious lead there over on first base. With the left-handed pitcher, he's got to be careful. And a kind of a token throw, I'm going to say, down there. Not even close. Cruz gets back. So 1 ball, 1 strike here with 2 outs in the bottom of the third for the Tigers, and Landon Cruz on first base. And Cruz steals second base. So ball 2 on that pitch also. So now runner in scoring position here for Landon Cruz. 2 ball, 1 strike here, 2 outs. And Seiler with a nice play deep in the hole at short. And he throws Landon Amstutz out at first. So that'll end the third inning here. And Archbold's still up 2-0. Hey, we are scrolling our sponsors across the bottom of the screen here periodically between innings, and they make these things possible. So we appreciate these guys, and I want to take a minute to kind of go off script a little bit here. And we lost one of the greatest fans ever for Liberty Center Sports, Kent Michael Spiess, and I could say a million things about him, and I always knew he was on the other end, so it's a personal thing for me. But a lot of donations and memorials, and I know the family sent out thank yous, but those of you that gave to Tiger Sports Live in his name know that we feel a vast sense of responsibility to do something meaningful that would be something Kent Dog would like. And, I don't care how long it's going to be, but every broadcast for me, I'm still going to give a shout out to Kent Dog, no matter where you are, buddy. The #1 GOAT fan. So, all right, well, let's get back to baseball here. It's top of the 4th inning for the game here. And Bond now will lead off for the Archbold Blue Streaks. And Bond got a hit and an RBI for the second run for the Blue Streaks. Big curveball for a strike 1. Amstutz sets, delivers, and that's going to be up high, even the count at 1. And just outside with that pitch, 2-1. So This is Bond, the catcher, and Siegel, the first baseman, and Piercefield, the designated hitter, are the lineup for the Blue Streaks here. Big curveball. Wow. Both pitchers utilizing that big curveball today here, and just keeping the hitters off guard here. And a big curve just fouled. Amstutz with 2 strikeouts here through 3 full innings. And there's strikeout number 3 as he dials him up with an outside strike. Now Siegel, the big first baseman, he's 0 for 1. Takes the first pitch for a strike. Boom Boom, are you just over there playing with scoreboards? And Boom Boom's just being quiet. He's scaring me over. He's not poking me or pinching me or anything like that. Of course, I haven't said anything bad about the umpire yet, have I? All right, that pitch is down low, so it evens the count at 1-1. 1 out here in the top of the 4th for the Blue Streaks. And that's going to be a curveball low. And I said in the beginning of the broadcast we'd try to bring you some of the crowd noise, but the wind's blowing so much our field mic is rattling. So now 3 balls, 1 strike here to the third baseman, or the first baseman, I'm sorry, Siegel. Amstutz sets, delivers, and it drives. He's going to drop it into right field. Bainfelt will come to pick it up and just relay it in to Will Fitzenreiter, the second baseman. So Siegel with a single now is 1 for 1. And Piercefield, the designated hitter for the Blue Streaks, he'll come to the plate. 1 out, 1 runner on, top of the 4th for the Blue Streaks. And Siegel will go to second base on a wild pitch. And Tyler Lay retrieves it, takes a look, makes sure where Siegel is. But he'll move up to second base on the wild pitch. And 1 ball, no strikes. And a runner in scoring position for the Blue Streaks. And that's going to get through. Not sure they're going to send Siegel. So he'll move up to third. Piercefield on first now, still with 1 out. And Basic now, the right fielder, will come to the plate, number 14 for the Blue Streaks. Amstutz checks the runner. I'm sure Piercefield will probably take off here. Just on the outer edge of the strike zone for strike number 1. Yeah, just outside with that curve. Yeah. Oh, on the outside corner for strike 2. Wow. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here. 1 out and 2 runners on. Fouled back here. So Piercefield will have to come back as he was taken off to second base. And again, Basic, the new right fielder in. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here, 1 out. And runners on first and third for the Blue Streaks. And quick throw. Siegel over there. Seigel, I think it is. If I'm saying it wrong, I apologize. And that'll be right to Ethan Gray. And the runner is going to score. And so he'll get an RBI fly out. And Archbold takes a 3-0 lead as Siegel makes it safely to home. So Basic with a sac fly, but moves the runner up. Piercefield stayed at first base. And Williams, now the left fielder, comes up, the number 9 batter. Piercefield slides in safe, just beats the throw. He'll move up to scoring position now with 2 outs. Liberty Center Lady Tigers pick up a run in the top of the second. They now, going into bottom of the second, lead 2-0 over the Northwood Lady Rangers. They're on the road tonight, so we'll try to keep you posted as we're getting game changer updates. And it's through for a base hit. They got him on the relay. What a nice play by Landon Smith. Ethan Gray relays it in. Landon Smith turns and fires and gets the runner at home for the 3rd out for the Blue Streaks. But Blue Streaks get 1 on a sac fly from, I believe that was Basic, the right fielder. So they pick up a run. So they lead 3-0 going into the bottom of the 4th. All right, Bainfeld up for the Tigers here. And Liberty Center needs to chip away at this 3-0 lead as Archbold put up 2 in the first and then 1 in the top of the 4th here. And Bainfeld now comes to the plate for the Tigers. Down low for ball 1. Be Bainfield, Weaver, and Landon Smith for the Tigers. That'll be wide for ball 2. Bainfield with a hit, a double, I believe, off the warning track. And I think Landon Cruz was thrown out or Landon Amstutz was thrown out at home. So now 3-0 to Bainfeld here as he leads off the bottom of the 4th for the Tigers. And fastball right down the middle. Taking all the way was Bainfeld. that's going to be inside. So Bainfield picks up a walk here to start the fourth inning. And Zach Weaver, the designated hitter, I think he was hit by a pitch. So Archbold shifts just a little in the infield for the left-handed Weaver. And that's a fastball on the outside corner of the plate for strike one. And that's going to be a high fly ball. And tough play in the wind, but he makes a great stab. That's Williams out there for the Blue Streaks. And Will Fitzenreiter now to the plate for the Tigers with one out and a runner on first. Fitzenreiter, then Aiden Talent and Ethan Gray due up for the Tigers. Strike one. Yep. Yep, and short balked. And that's always been a confusing call for me, even as an umpire. It's just that's a tough call. But there are rules, and I don't know what they are, but that was a balk. And Short takes a look, decides to go to first for the out, and Bainfield moves over to third. So Landon Smith now up for the Tigers. And he struck out. And a big curveball for a strike. And fastball just fouled off. Curveball way outside. So 2-2 now. 2 outs, and Bainfield on third. Liberty Center needs to chip away at this 3-0 lead that the Blue Streaks have. So just outside. So 3-2, 2 outs here, and Landon Smith at the plate for the Tigers. And dials him up with an outside strike. And Smith just kind of looks back at the umpire, and not much he could do there. So that's 6 strikeouts for Short for the Blue Streaks. And they'll strand one runner at third base. But we'll go to the 5th inning here as Archbold holds a 3-0 lead.
Jack Hurst.
So Jack Hurst comes to the plate for the Blue Streaks. Will be the top of their order here in the top of the 5th inning. And he's 1 for 2 with an RBI, a home run shot, and 1 ground out for him. So Amstutz delivered outside, ball 1. And another outside past the catcher here. So the count's 2-0 here as we start the top of the 5th inning. The Blue Streaks up 3-0. That's going to be, looks like it's going to hit the gap here. Hurst will go at least 2, maybe 3 here as the relay comes, and he's going to hold up at second base. Well, that was a huge hit, just roped into the gap there out by the 325 between right and center field, and Hurst was on the move. But a good relay by Ethan Gray, I believe, out there at second or in center, left field, one of those fields. Cole, I don't know. So now Diller is 2 for 1. Or I'm sorry, 2 for 2. And with 1 run scored. And that's going to be a wild pitch, and Jack Hurst will move from second to third here. So now, with a runner on third and nobody out, Diller, who's 2 for 2 here. That's going to be long run. And a nice play by Aiden Talon out there in center field to come running for the ball and then getting it in. And Hurst has to hold up. And probably a good choice by Hurst there. I think the ball would have beat him in there, but 1 out now. And the scoreboard went out, so Amstutz pitch, and that's going to be a strike. And that pitch just outside and low. And that'll be outside. Just outside that. And that'll be ball 4 consecutive pitches here. So Seiler's at first, Hurst at third, 1 out. And a quick throw to first. So Amstutz sets, delivers. And Seiler will just go to second base with no throw for the Tigers. So now runners on second and third with 1 out. And Burrows at the plate. And Hurst takes off. Liberty Center just kind of lollygagged that one. And I don't think that will make Coach LaPlante very happy. Hurst heads up play. He goes to the home plate. So now Archbold leads 4-0 here with 2 outs. Cole, I have the perfect trivia question for us. So in between innings here, I'll give you the question, and it's very fitting. So now 2 down, and Amstutz will deliver. And that's Seiler still at second there. And Bond will take, and he's going to drive that, and they're going to send Seiler. He's not even coming. Ethan Gray has trouble handling it. And Bond now with 2 RBIs on the day. He's 2 for 3 today with 2 RBIs. So Bond, the catcher, with 2 big hits, and Archbold leads now 5-0 here in the top of the 5th. 2 down here for the Blue Streaks. And Bond getting the signs from the third base coach. That's going to be tough to, nobody. That's going to be nobody. And no play as Siegel takes off, and the ball just kind of died on the second hop there. Sam Stutz retrieved it and probably made a smart play, not throwing to there. So now 2 outs, runners on first and second for the Blue Streaks, and 2 runs in this inning. And Piercefield takes ball 1 for the Blue Streaks. Yeah. Aiden Talent with a great diving catch to get Liberty Center out of the inning, and that saves probably at least two more runs. But Aiden Talent with a great diving catch, umpire right on top of it to verify that. So 2 runs in that inning for the Blue Streaks, and 3 hits. And Liberty Center will need to chip away at this as they come to bat here in the bottom of the 5th. And trivia time, Cole. Who in the Major League, his nickname is the Captain? Told you it was fitting. What Major League player's nickname was the Captain? We'll have that answer for you. You can Facebook us or message me if you know the answer. But who was known as the Captain other than me? I am not the answer, Cole. No.
Liberty Center Tigers coming to bat in inning number 5, and they are down 5-0 on the scoreboard. Archbold, 2 big runs on the board there to stretch their lead. Ryan Burrows with an RBI sac fly, and Jeff Long with an RBI single doing the damage. Liberty Center will be at numbers 8, 9, and 1. Aiden Talent, who made some nice plays out there in center field, will be the first hitter.
All right. Well, Short with his last toss, the catcher a little bit off balance throw, and it's a good thing Short was watching because he would have got kabonged with the ball on the throwback from the catcher. So All right, Liberty Center coming up in the
Aiden Talent.
bottom of the 5th inning. Aiden Talent, the center fielder, he's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. And takes a strike right down the middle here. And just low for ball 1, so that evens the count, 1-1.
Outfield deep and around the left for Aiden Talent. Fastball catches the outside corner, strike 2.
Outside corner strike. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here. Liberty Center looking to chip away at this Archbold 5-0 lead as they put up 2 in the 1st, 1 in the 4th, and 2 in the 5th. And chop, that could be tough. Tyler, he's quick, and Aiden Talent outruns the little chopped infield hit. Talent is pretty fast, and he beats that out. So Ethan Gray now comes to the plate for the Tigers with the leadoff runner Talon on at first base. And Ethan Gray was one of Short's strikeout victims. He'll turn to bunt. And I saw no motion from the umpire, so not really sure here. Way outside this time. Catcher looked like he was setting up to throw down to first base. So 2 balls, no strikes here. That's going to be outside for ball 3. He might have just signaled 2-1. I'm not sure. No, he signaled the first pitch was a strike. I didn't see that, but that's what he signaled. So 3-1 now. Ethan Gray takes a strike. So now full count. Yep. Tried to get that breaking ball to come back in, but didn't. And that's 2 consecutive walks here for Short. And Tyler Lay, the number 1 batter, will come up for the Tigers. And I'm going to get a timeout here. So the trivia question is what Major League player was known as the captain? And look at you, Cole. Look at you go, bud. I can't even keep up with you anymore. You're the man. So nobody. Oh, wait a minute. I got a couple Facebook pings. And nope, and nope. So we'll have the answer for you at the end of this inning. Told you it was a fitting question. Like, who is the captain? Who was the captain before the captain? So, all right, Tyler Lay now, the number 1 batter up for Liberty Center. Nobody out. And Aiden Talent and Ethan Gray. Talent on second, Gray on first. Takes first pitch a strike. And that's a line shot, and that's going to drop. That'll move the runners. And Talent, and I think that was a smart play. Everybody wanted him to come home, but with nobody out, man, you don't want out number 1 being at the home plate. So I think Coach LaPlante over there, hold it up with your number 2 batter, Landon Cruz, come in with nobody out. So Zach Short struggling here in the bottom of the fifth as Liberty Center now bases loaded and no one out. And your number 2 hitter at the plate, Landon Cruz.
Everywhere else, they'll try in turn 2. No out, bases loaded. Liberty Center squares the bunt and fouls it back.
And Liberty Center attempts a squeeze here with the first baseman back. Landon Cruz tried to hit it, bunt it down the first baseline. To no avail.
33. Archbold not holding the runner close. They're going to hold their positions at short and second.
Yeah, foul tip, but caught.
Short a good tailing fastball.
So no balls, 2 strikes here, nobody out. Bases loaded for the Tigers here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Archbold with that 5-0 lead. Liberty Center needs some runs here.
Zach Short's pitch at a ground ball hitting the hole. Grabbed by the third baseman, throw over the
Yep, the only play the third baseman can make as that was hit hard into the hole is the first base, and that'll score the first run for the Tigers. Move the runners up to second and third. So nice play by Cruz to get the bat on the ball. Hard shot, but a good play by the third baseman. Gets him out at first, but scores a run, gets an RBI, and moves the runners up with Landon Amstutz at the plate. Yeah, that'll be not sure they're going to give Landon Amstutz anything fat to hit here. His first base is open. But Bainfield is 1 for 1 with a walk coming up next after Amstutz. Amstutz 0 for 1 and a walk. And curveball moves inside, fights that off. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here, 1 out. Liberty Center with runners on third and second.
biggest threat of the game by far for Liberty Center right here.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Amstutz. Short set, delivers, and gets him, strikes him out, and tags him out as the ball hit the ground. So kind of a slow, low curve for Short, but he gets Amstutz swinging. So that's 2 down here. And Bainfeld, 1 for 1 and a walk here for Bainfeld. Bainfeld hit that long drive out to the 325 left center for the double. And it's going to be playable by the left fielder, and he'll bring it in. But Liberty Center gets 1 here in the bottom of the 5th. And leave 2 runners stranded, scored 1 run in that inning. And we'll be coming up to the top of the 6th inning here for the Archbold Blue Streaks. They lead 5-1. All right, the baseball trivia question. No one has sent me the message, but the captain is none other than, guess who? Derek Jeter for the Yankees. Derek Jeter was known as the captain even probably before me. Maybe not. I'm older than him. I might have been the captain before he was the captain. But Derek Jeter for the New York Yankees, nicknamed the captain. Here's another cool question I got that somebody actually pointed me to is how many games did Joe DiMaggio get a consecutive hit in? He holds the record for the most consecutive games with a hit. How many games was that? You know, Basic up with a bunt. Smith charged hard but couldn't come up with the ball. And Basic on first base there for the Blue Streaks. And so Williams now, he'll bunt. And Amstutz bobbles a little bit. Can't make the play at second, but does get the out for the Tigers at first base. So Basic on a fielder's choice is thrown out at first. Or I'm sorry, Basic moves up to second base on a fielder's choice, and Williams is thrown out at first. So now back to the number one batter, Jack Hurst, the center fielder, with a home run. A good dig by Tyler Lay there is counts even at one here with one out in the top of the sixth, and Basic at second base for the Blue Streaks. Bainfeld drifts back, and Basic will run to third, and he'll move up safely here. So Hurst with a long fly to right field, he'll move Basic up. And with two outs, Archbold's got a runner on third. And Diller with a good day, 2 for 3 with 1 run scored. Ball too low and away for Diller. And that's going to be hit good. And Ethan Gray can't get to it. So Diller will move to second, pick up his third hit. And an RBI as Basic comes across the plate for run number 6 for the Blue Streaks. As Ethan Gray took off right when the ball was hit. But a great drive over the left fielder's head by Diller. And Diller will pick up his third hit on 4 at-bats. And Seiler now for the Blue Streaks. Just on the outside corner for a strike, evens the count at 1. Amstutz sets, he comes, big curveball for a swing and a miss. So 1 ball, 2 strikes now. 2 down with Diller on second with a double over the left fielder's head. Amstutz with a curveball, and he'll dial it up for out number 3. So we'll go to the bottom of the 6th inning here, but Archbold picks up another run and now leads 6-1 over the Liberty Center Tigers. All right. Well, somebody did get this one, Cole. Joe DiMaggio batted in 56 consecutive games with a hit. So that's the longest streak and currently the record. 56 games with a hit. And that was Joe DiMaggio. Doom, 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 doom. And who was his lady friend, Cole? Yeah, way before your time, buddy. What year were you born, Cole? 2000 what? 9. Oh my goodness. That makes me feel old. Boom boom here, so. Well, because I am old, but that's not my point here. So hey, once again, keep track of us on Facebook and on YouTube. If you get on YouTube, subscribe. That helps us a lot. And we're going to be continually adding archives and old stuff. And as we go into the fall season, we'll be pushing everything to our YouTube channel as we're developing that. But you can still check our schedule for all the updates on Facebook and or lctigersportslive.com for the latest and greatest. So, all right. Now up for the Tigers is, I believe, it's Weaver. It's got to be a left-hander. I didn't see the number, but with Kreinbrink out of the lineup, he's the left-hander. And Weaver will take a strike to even the count at 1. Short. Still throwing that curveball and just about hit Weaver. So Short in 5 full innings, gave up 3 hits, 1 run, 1 error, and 4 base on balls with 7 strikeouts for Short. 5 complete innings. And Weaver takes ball 3 here, so 3-1. The leadoff batter, Zach Weaver. Yeah, right down the middle. So the count is full now for Weaver. And Weaver not happy with himself for that swing. So 1 out now, and Fitzenreiter will come to the plate for the Tigers. Fitzenreiter is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Inside corner for a strike. It's been pretty gracious with that, but consistent. And just outside for 1-1 now. I'll try to get you an update here for our Liberty Center Lady Tigers. And it looks like at the end of 4, they lead the Lady Rangers of Northwood 4-0. Oh, I'm sorry, top of 5th. Yep, they're in the top of the 5th. Liberty Center leads 4-0. And Liberty Center's threatening. So we'll try to keep you updated, but and that just down low evens the count at 2 for Fitzenreiter. With 1 out here. Yeah, nice defensive bat swing by Fitzenreiter to fight that off. Short with 8 strikeouts and 4 walks today for the Blue Streaks. 101 pitches so far for Short. Just outside. Make it a count full. 3-2 here. And he dials him up for strikeout number 9. And Fitzenreiter not happy, but that's been a pretty consistent call by that umpire. So you got to hit it where they call it, folks. So Landon Smith now, third baseman. And he'll take first pitch strike.
Showing no signs of wearing down. He's pouring in the fastballs here. There's a breaking ball just.
Woo, just missed with that breaking ball. Evens the count at 1.
Pitch down low. 2-1 the count.
Just inside, low. So now 2 balls, 1 strike to Landon Smith.
6-1 in the bottom of the 6th. 2-1 pitch.
That's going to be inside for ball 3.
It's 3-1. Short, working quickly. That one a strike call to make it 3-2. Another 3-ball count. He's had plenty of those. He's going 3-2 on every batter this inning.
107 pitches for Short right now.
The third, and a fly ball foul out of play.
And the pitch rule is 125, so I don't think we're going to probably get there.
This 6th inning. 3-2, 2 out, nobody on. The pitch and a pop up down the first.
And that's going to be hustle and a hustle play, and a nice play by Siegel over there. Seigel. Siegel. Sorry. And nice play. Fought that off, fought the win, and made the out. So 3 down, 3 up for the Tigers here in the bottom of the 6th. We're going to head to the 7th inning. And Archbold leads 6-1. And again, the trivia questions for today, as we try to throw them in there, is who was known as the captain. That would be Derek Jeter for the New York Yankees. And what was the number of Joe DiMaggio's record for consecutive games with a hit? And that's 56 games. That's a lot with a hit. 56 major league games with a hit for Joe DiMaggio. So again, our sponsors are going across the screen here. I know you guys get tired of hearing me read these names, and we're going to do some cool things next year with our students and things like that for our sponsors. But these guys make these possible, and without them, folks, it really doesn't happen. And, for those of you that enjoy Tiger Sports Live, it's really at these guys' expense. So we appreciate them immensely.
Then a double, RBI double by Stephen Diller brought home the run, and he was left stranded. Archbold got 1 in the 6th, Liberty Center 1, 2, 3 in the 6th inning. So Archbold with the lead at 6-1 after 6 innings of play. Archbold coming to bat in the 7th, and we've got a new pitcher for Liberty Center. Looks like Brooks Bainfeld.
And Bainfeld now will come and take over the pitching duties for Amstutz. And Braden Light will go out to right field for Bainfeld. Amstutz will move over to the shortstop position. Cruz over to his second base position. So Fitzenreiter comes out of the game, and Braden Light goes into right field for him. Again, we've got Mason Smith at first, Landon Cruz at second, Landon Amstutz at short, Landon Smith. We need another Landon. Be on first base. It's a whole thing of Landons. And the umpire's not ready. He's getting the changes written down. He just noticed things going on.
Delivered a run with a sacrifice fly to center field. Blue Streaks in the top of the 7th.
So we're in the top of the 7th here. Blue Streaks 6-1 over the Tigers, and Brooks Bainfeld on the mound. He'll chop that, but it's foul ball. And Mason Smith will pick it up.
Really dropped down. That would have been a shattered bat with the wood, but just put it back on your shoulder with the aluminum. Another
A little sidearm delivery a little bit, coming from the side. And that's going to be routine fly ball for Aiden Talent there, and Bainfield gets the first batter with a fly out to center field for 1 out. And Bond now up for, he's 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs and 1 strikeout today for the Blue Streaks. And Bainfield's trying to get the wrap off his hand. I'll send somebody out to get that, a little maintenance. So Bond again, 2 for 3 for the Blue Streaks with 2 RBIs. But here in the top of the 7th, 1 out, nobody on for Bond. Kind of a delivery for Bainfeld, a little sidearm. It's not over the top, so a little deceiving from where the ball is being launched from. And Archbold Blue Streaks a little bit late with the bat. Whoa! Big curveball on the inside corner. Bainfield wanted that one. Didn't get the call. So Liberty Center Lady Tigers at the top of the 5th. Now they're up to bat, still leading 4-0 over the Lady Rangers of Northwood. Oh, I think that's an interesting play because he check swung and it hit him. And no, Bond will get hit by a pitch and he'll take first base regardless. And Siegel now the first baseman. He's 2 for 3 with one run scored. And so they'll check Bond down there and maybe they'll pinch run for him. Yep. And we're gonna get a pinch runner for Bond as he was hit. And they're going to check him over in the dugout and make sure he's okay. Bond is the catcher, so we'll see if they reinsert him after they take a look. So once again, the top of the 6th, 1 runner on with 1 out here for the Blue Streaks and a 6-1 lead over the Liberty Center Tigers. Brooks Bainfeld takes the mound here in the 7th inning. All right, and Siegel now comes to the plate here. The umpire wasn't ready and had to do his paperwork. The umpire paperwork, Cole. Ooh, the old paperwork. All right, now we're ready to go here. 1 out, and Bainfeld sets. And Mason Smith with the tag on a slightly erred throw, but a good play by Smith to tag the runner. Burrows. Siegel didn't really argue it, so must have got the tag in. The umpire right there in a good position. So Piercefield now with 2 down in the top of the 7th for the Blue Streaks. That's going to be hard. Yeah, slow roller there, and Amstutz was deep in the hole as he was covering second base to try to keep the runner back. But nonetheless, Burrows will move over to third, and Piercefield with a second infield or second hit of the day, an infield single. So he's now 2 for 4 for Piercefield, the designated hitter. Basic, he's 1 for 1 and scored. Landon Amstutz, long way to make the play. Grabs it right by the foul line there behind third base, and that's the third out. So Liberty Center now with one half of an inning to break into the 6-1 lead that the Archbold Blue Streaks have. So we'll be back with the last half of the 7th inning for the Tigers. All right, we're bottom of the 7th here. Once again, Archbold leads 6-0. The box score looks like this. Archbold 6 runs on 14 hits and no errors. Liberty Center 1 run on only 3 hits and 1 error for the Tigers. So I believe that's Talent up to bat for the Tigers. It'll be Talent, Gray, and then Tyler Lay, the number 1 hitter. Right down the middle for even the count at 1. Nine strikeouts for Short today. 4 walks, 9 strikeouts. Landon Amstutz in those 6 innings did give up 13 hits, but only 1 walk for Amstutz, 4 strikeouts in 6 complete innings. Oh, I didn't say anything bad, Cole. Don't pinch me, buddy, but that was a high and outside strike 3 call, so that's 10 strikeouts for Short. And Ethan Gray now up for the Tigers, the number 9 hitter. Yeah, I think Short's just gunning that fastball here, trying to just get on the bus and go home type deal. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here for the Tigers. And he dials up Ethan Gray in 3 pitches. Short in a groove here for the Blue Streaks. 11 strikeouts for Short. Only 1 earned run on 3 hits. So Lay now the number 1 hitter with Landon Cruz on deck. That's going to be ball 2 here. Be right down the heart of the plate for strike 1. So 2 ball, 1 strike here. 2 down in the bottom of the 7th. Just outside with that one. It hits Tyler Lay in the foot. Short trying to put a little bit more mustard on that pitch. Hits Tyler Lay. So I think the coach is just like, okay, don't try to overthrow. We got 2 outs. Let's just get, oh, they're going to pull him. He's at his 125 pitch count. Yep. So that's why he wanted that pitch, because that had been right at 125. So they've got to pull him. As in high school, you can only pitch 125 pitches in a game, and you have to complete the batter. So he wanted that strike to be able to conclude the game, but didn't get it. But Short with a good outing, 6 2/3 innings for Short, and gave up only 3 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, 4 base on balls, and 11 strikeouts. So a great outing by Short here for the Blue Streaks. So as we warm up here again, check our schedule. We did add the girls' tournament games against the Elmwood Royals, and that'll be on the 10th. I think that's a Friday. And 5 o'clock start. We'll have the game live on here at Tiger Sports Live. And as we get the boys' schedule, we'll see what happens with them, where they land. I believe the games are at the highest seed tournament. And the girls actually took a bye in the first round, so that's why we don't have a game on the 7th. Yep, Liberty Center Lady Tigers up 4-0, bottom of the 6th, over the Northwood Varsity Rangers. But they do have bases loaded and 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. The Rangers do, as I'm looking at the live stat tracker here. So Landon Cruz now up for the Tigers with Tyler Lay on first. Burrows now on the mound for the Blue Streaks. And the Rangers strike out in the bottom of the 6th to end their scoring threat. Liberty Center at the end of 6 still leads the Lady Rangers of Northwood 4-0. So Cruz 1-1 with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th for the Tigers. And a swing and a miss for Cruz. Burrows on the mound for the Blue Streaks. And Burrows again, tried a little too much mustard on that one. Throws it up almost over the catcher's head. He'll make the count even at 2-2 here with 2 down in the bottom of the 7th and 1 runner on. And he'll tap it right back, Burrows. And he'll throw, and that's your ball game. So the Blue Streaks take this victory here, the NWOAL, and they still maintain a share of the NWOL lead. The box score looked like this. Archbold with 6 runs on 14 hits and no errors. Liberty Center 1 run on 3 hits and 1 error. So they'll They'll still chasing that league title with a single loss here. They're tied with, I believe, the Bryan Golden Bears for that league lead. So we're going to go ahead and get out of here. Once again, it's a 6-1 victory for the Blue Streaks over our Tigers.